Good day everyone and welcome to another edition of In Case You Missed It. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel. The Nigeria Football Federation NFF President Ibrahim Gusau appealed to the religious leader in Nigeria to pray for the Super Eagles so they won't miss the 2026 FIFA World Cup. NFF reportedly wants Herve Renard as the new head coach of the Super Eagles. This comes after he confirmed he will quit as French women's national team coach after the Summer Olympics in Paris. Check out the reasons clubs are avoiding Victor Osimhen, and the new Napoli manager Conte has concluded what will be his new striker next season. The NFF prepared for the return of Samson Siasia as the NFF denied having interest on speaking with Herve Renard. Victor Osimhen has all the right to be angry. NFF on Finidi and Osimhen Saga as they promise discipline in the Super Eagles team.
Hello everyone and welcome to Sport Talks with Bami. Please subscribe for more updates.
The president of Nigeria Football Federation NFF, Ibrahim Gusau, has appealed to spiritual leaders across the country to pray for the Super Eagles to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Super Eagles languish second from the bottom of Group C of the 2026 World Cup qualifying series with 3 points after 4 games. The president of the federation, Ibrahim Gusau, has sent a passionate appeal to spiritual leaders to help the federation look up to heaven in search of redemption from the looming possibilities of Nigeria missing out on the next edition of the largest global sporting event. Gusau admitted that the Super Eagles are struggling to qualify for the World Cup and appealed directly to the chairman, Council of Ulamas, who was at the Kano State FA Awards night last Saturday night, to salvage the situation with prayers. Reacting to the news on X, many Nigerians urged the Super Eagles to do their best and leave God alone. As Israel said, don't expect God to do for you what you ought to do for yourself. At Timothy 116 wrote, if it is by spiritual help, we forget like 3 World Cup trophies already in the bag. Some fought NFF for playing politics with the national team, while others don't see the difference between politicians and NFF. Atlake_B said, now something Nigerian politicians and football administrators have in common. At Obina_Ugu said, bunch of clowns, you mess with your chances, things don't work that way. Keep playing politics with that federation. Some have even resigned that the Super Eagles won't make it to the 2026 World Cup. At Umar Polinos one wrote, it's not too late for them to start preparing for 2030 World Cup. You see that 2026 on, may they just forget them. While at Napoli United concluded, I can now confirm that we no go qualify. The Super Eagles qualifiers will resume in March 2025. The NFF has already announced they will appoint a new foreign coach for the Super Eagles before the 2025 AFCON qualifiers, which begins in September, and also expected to take some drastic measures to turn around the country's sluggish qualifying campaign. According to reports, NFF has shortlisted 3 foreign coaches for the Eagles job, with Cameroon coach Mark Bryce, who was recently appointed as the head coach of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon and has already clashed with Cameroon Football Federation President Samuel Eto'o. Another name on the list is the former coach of Cameroon, Conceicao. While he was in charge of Cameroon's senior national team, he won bronze at the 2021 AFCON. The last on the list is Didier Six, who was previously the coach of Guinea national team until 2021. The former French international has previously coached the senior national team of Togo and Mauritius. A major development has put Nigeria Football Federation NFF on high alert as Herve Renard, coach of French women's national team, has announced his departure after the 2024 Olympics in Paris. Reports originating from African Soccer suggest that the NFF is pursuing the former Saudi Arabian boss in their bid for a 2026 World Cup ticket. This news has sparked excitement among NFF top officials, who see Renard as a top candidate for the vacant Super Eagles coaching role. Presently, the former Morocco coach is the head coach of the French women's national team. African Soccer reported on Monday, June 24, that Renard has announced his departure as a coach of the Blues after the Paris Olympics in 2024, making him available to take a new role. According to sources who are close to the NFF, have exclusively revealed that they are actively pursuing the 55-year-old French tactician for the Nigeria job. The Super Eagles coaching role has been left vacant following the resignation of former Ajax star Finidi, who stepped down after less than 2 months in charge. Renard himself is eager to return to Africa, where he has achieved great success. He boasts an impressive track record in African football, having led Zambia to victory at the African Cup of Nations in 2012 and also achieved the same feat with Ivory Coast in 2015 and Morocco at the World Cup. It is expected that NFF will face a stiff competition for Renard's service, but securing him will be a major feat for Nigeria football. Nigeria is among some top countries, including South Korea and Algeria, who have been strongly linked with an interest in Renard when he becomes available after the Olympics. Given his experience and success in African football, Renard is a perfect fit for the Super Eagles job. The NFF is currently in search of a new coach, Following the departure of Finidi George, but with Renard's announcement, a huge opportunity has presented itself. His ability to build a strong team and his deep understanding of African football will prove invaluable to the Super Eagles. Renard was linked with the Super Eagles job earlier this year, following the departure of Osimhen as Nigeria's coach after the 2023 African Cup of Nations. Finidi will later be appointed by the NFF for the post, although his tenure lasted less than 2 months after 2 poor results, which led him to resign his position as the Super Eagles head coach. With Renard at the helm, the Super Eagles will without any doubt become a formidable force in African football once again. NFF must act fast and make his appointment a reality, as the potential for his success under Renard is undeniable.
Date.
Former Super Eagles striker Peter EJ believes suitors are avoiding Victor Osimhen-like play because of the attitude and character of the Napoli striker. Recently, Osimhen used Instagram Live to express his loss of respect for former Super Eagles coach Finidi George. The 25-year-old striker criticized Finidi for suggesting he lacked commitment to the national team after missing the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against South Africa and Benin Republic in June 2024 due to an injury. Commenting on the Facebook post on Tuesday, EJ, who spent a major part of his career in Denmark and Sweden, said Europe is a small community that takes attitude and character as key, which he thinks the Nigerian striker doesn't understand. Reflecting on Osimhen's verbal attack on former Super Eagles coach Finidi George, EJ wrote, "How I wish he understood that Europe is a small community that takes attitude and character as keys because it is directly influenced by children, and at the same time, they are notorious for double standards. Even Lagos is bigger than 6 countries, so it is more or less a community where everybody knows everybody." Since the incident, some former players have urged the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) to discipline Osimhen, while others believe he should apologize to the coach. Osimhen has played his last match for Napoli, having made a clear decision to leave the Eko Maradona Stadium at the end of the last season. Napoli is wanting to sell the player, but his £100 million release clause has been a major stumbling block to his transfer. Top European clubs like Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester United are reportedly interested in signing Osimhen. However, the reported €130 million release clause in his Napoli contract has complicated negotiations. The Super Eagles striker is also on a radar of wealthy Saudi clubs who are willing to meet Napoli's financial demands. Osimhen is not open to moving to Middle East just yet, with a desire to play in the Premier League. Meanwhile, new Napoli manager Antonio Conte has reportedly told Osimhen he will not be his main striker next season. Antonio Conte has claimed Victor Osimhen has an agreement with the Serie A club over his future. Osimhen is widely expected to leave Italy this summer. Conte said, "I am aware of the situation. I know there's an agreement with the club, so it is a different case compared to others. There's a pact between Victor and Napoli on his future, and I accepted that. Napoli are reportedly ready to reduce their asking price for Osimhen." The Super Eagles striker has a €150 million release clause in his contract. Napoli may now be ready to lower the initial valuation to €100 million. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has dismissed rumors linking Herve Renard with the Super Eagles head coach position. A senior NFF official has reportedly admitted that they have not approached Renard, who currently coaches the French women's national team, to replace Finidi George. Finidi, to be recalled, stepped down after just 2 games in charge of the Super Eagles, leaving the NFF searching for a new head coach. Despite Renard's impressive record in African football, including African Cup of Nations victories with Zambia in 2012 and Ivory Coast in 2015, the NFF is not considering him for the role. Renard also recently led Saudi Arabia to a notable victory over the world champion Argentina. An NFF official told BBC reporter Oluwashina Okeleji, "This report is inaccurate. We have not contacted Renard or his representatives. Renard, a 3-time CAF Coach of the Year, is currently focused on preparing the French women's team for the upcoming Olympics in Paris." The NFF is under pressure from Nigerian fans to appoint a high-profile coach, but they have yet to make any move towards Renard. Instead, they are reportedly considering other candidates, including former Cameroon coach Antonio Conceicao. The NFF's primary goal is to ensure that the Super Eagles qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup after missing out on the 2022 tournament in Qatar. With the search ongoing, the NFF aims to find a coach capable of leading Nigeria back to the global stage. The Super Eagles head coach position remains open, and the NFF continues its search for the right candidate to take the team forward, even after receiving over 15 applications for the role. Amid that, Herve Renard was consistently linked with the Super Eagles coaching job. The speculation a top NFF official had now claimed to be false. Finidi George, who was appointed the head coach of the Super Eagles in April, decided to leave the job 2 months later following a draw with South Africa and a defeat to Benin Republic in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. His successor is believed will be a foreign coach, but some local coaches are already in the mix, and one of them is Samson Siasia, who will return from his ban from all football-related activities in September, just in time for Nigerians AFCON qualifiers. According to a top NFF official, Siasia has been mentioned by some people here at the NFF, but not as a coach, I must say. There's a space for Nigeria to assist whoever gets a nod as the head coach. And don't you think it would be best for Siasia to make his return that way? He asked.
I no go allow that disrespect for anybody, because I dey respect person before I disrespect the person. I no go allow that nonsense. I no go allow that rubbish. Come put stain on my name. I no dey allow that nonsense.
Hello everyone and welcome to Sport Talks with Bami. Please subscribe for more updates.
Following the recent controversy surrounding Victor Osimhen's public criticism of former Super Eagles head coach Finidi, the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has swiftly moved to manage the fallout and protect the national team's image. Osimhen made headlines when he expressed discontent over Finidi's reported comments about the selection of games for Super Eagles during an Instagram live session. The conflict caused a major stir in the Nigeria football community as both men got entangled in a bitter war of words on social media. The saga started earlier this month after reports emerged online that former Super Eagles coach Finidi had questioned Osimhen's commitment to the national team. The remarks made by the reigning African Footballer of the Year prompt intense debate and concern within the Nigeria football community, prompting calls for the NFF to intervene decisively. Recall that the Super Eagles of Nigeria played a 1-1 draw with the Bafana of South Africa in Uyo and lost 2-1 against Benin Republic in Ivory Coast at the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Osimhen, who missed both matches due to an injury, hit back at Finidi over his comment on his commitment to the Super Eagles. Finidi had felt that Napoli striker could still have managed to play 2 matches against South Africa and Benin Republic, but reports later emerged that Finidi never mentioned Osimhen's name when he talked about players' commitment to the team. Despite the growing tension, the NFF has not made an official statement on the matter, choosing instead to handle the situation internally. Speaking on the issue, Alhaji Idris Abdullahi Musa, aka Turaya, a Congress member of the Nigeria Football Federation, shed light on the Federation's careful approach, emphasizing the sensitivity of the issue. Turaya underscored the importance of discipline within the team and revealed that efforts are underway to reconcile Osimhen and Finidi. He said, the Nigeria Football Federation is handling the issue between Osimhen and Finidi. Discipline is very important in the team, but the issue is a technical one, and you have to be careful with it because of the brand, he said. However, Turaya also hinted at potential consequences should Osimhen fail to apologize. Turaya continues, Osimhen has the right to be annoyed just like anybody if their name is tarnished in the public. However, the Nigeria Football Federation is trying to understand the situation and make Osimhen apologize to Finidi.